What's going on, guys? This is the Centropreneur. Happy New Year. Happy 2018. I hope you had a great 2017. On to the next one. And just like that, we're on to the next fragrance video. This is, if you haven't seen from the title, my top 25 fragrances of 2018. Settle down, because this is going to be a long one. I'm going to do my best to get through this as quickly as possible, but what I've got are basically the 25 fragrances from my collection that I am super stoked to be wearing in 2018. These are the ones I think that are going to see the most play. Obviously, who knows what I'll buy? Who knows what I'll sell, and we never know what's going to happen throughout the year. But anyway, the goal of this video is just to give you guys a good idea of what I'm wearing and hopefully an idea of what you can try and maybe pick up for yourself. So the only criteria for making this list were basically like, do I like it? How good do I think it is? Do I think other people are going to like it? And how wearable is it? So without further ado, and all that in mind, let's kick into the list. At number 25 is an all-time classic, I'd say. It's one of the best releases of the past 10 years. It's one of the best sellers ever from Chanel. At number 25, Bleu de Chanel Eau de Toilette. This is an incense and grapefruit fragrance. I'm sure you've heard about this if you've been in the fragrance community for any length of time. This is, like I said, a bestseller. It's super popular, super hyped. This is a good compliment getter. You can wear this stuff anywhere. I like wearing it just when I don't know what to wear. Throw it on as a dumb reach. It works. It's really good. Like I said, easy to wear. It goes with a lot of outfits. For that reason, Bleu de Chanel is at 25. It probably could be a little higher, but it's just not one of those fragrances that's super exciting to wear. It's a dumb reach, and while I do really love it, it's not super high on this list. So anyway, Bleu de Chanel Eau de Toilette at number 25. At number 24 is the first niche on this list. This is from one of my favorite niche brands. This is from the same brand that makes my favorite fragrance ever, Coco Blanc. This is from House of Matriarch, and this is Albatross. So Albatross is an aquatic fragrance. It's probably the best done aquatic fragrance ever. This smells to me just like a damp boat or a damp wharf in the springtime, because that's what I do for work. This is spot on as far as that smell goes. The only reason it's at 24 is because I don't love wearing this. It does smell fantastic. It's a great aquatic if you want to change things up in the warmer months, but it's not super wearable. It's not one of those aquatics that's going to come across sexy, I don't think. Yeah, for that reason, I had to put it so low, even though I do really enjoy this one. But its wearability is just not super high. Anyway, Albatross from House of Matriarch at 24. Number 23, I had to mention this on this list just because I wear so much of it. It is my work scent. It's just to smell clean, smell half decent when you go into work. From Mugler, this is Mugler Cologne. So this is actually the only Mugler fragrance that made this list. The reason it made it over the others is just that this is so easy to wear. I work at a gym part-time, and for there, this is perfect. You just smell clean, you smell like soap for pretty much the whole shift. You know, it just works. It's super easy to wear, and again, it's another dumb reach just like Bleu de Chanel is, so it's really hard to go wrong with Mugler Cologne. I wear this year round, and that's not going to change in 2018, although it is not a sexy pick, so it does not make it very high up on this list. But Mugler Cologne at number 23. Number 22 is my signature scent from this past fall. You may have seen my rotation video. This is a great fragrance. This is a great, easy to wear. Again, kind of a dumb reach, but it does smell a little bit more mature than I am. Either way, this is great. This is crisp. This is Terre de Hermes. From Hermes, this is the Eau de Toilette. I will have a comparison of this, the Eau Fraiche, and the EDP in the future, but for now, I just have the EDT. This is totally fine. This is great. It's a fresh, zesty, dirty orange vetiver. It's great. Like I said, it does lean a little bit mature, but it's still pretty easy to wear, especially casually. That's when this one is really awesome for me. I wore this a lot this past fall, put a decent little dent in this bottle, and you know what? It's just a great fragrance. Like I said, even if it is a bit mature, it's still awesome to wear. Now and then, I don't think I'd wear it as much as I did this past year, but still, it's awesome. If you like a zesty, refreshing orange fragrances, this is a must try, and this is Terre de Hermes Eau de Toilette at number 22. At number 21, this is a heavy hitter that a lot of you might think made it further up on this list, but I just don't wear it a whole lot. I love the smell, I don't reach for it for whatever reason. This is my winter formal scent. This is from Dior. This is a hype beast, and it's Dior Homme Intense. So, Dior Homme Intense, and this is another one I don't need to talk about. But anyway, you know, vanilla, cocoa, iris, kind of makeup-y, makeup baggy, whatever. It smells great. I do wear this stuff, but I just don't find that I reach for it super often. For me, this one shines in the deep, deep cold of winter, and Parfums de Marly Herrera just does that situation a little bit better for me. So for that reason, I feel like Dior Homme Intense really got knocked down this list. Still, very respectable position for Dior. At number 21, Dior Homme Intense. At number 20, we've got one that has grown on me so much this year. This was number 2 on my top 10 fragrances that grew on me in 2017. This is people call it a clone, but it actually came out before New Harlem. This is, in my opinion, a much better fragrance than New Harlem. It's Rochas Man at like a tenth of the price too. So this is coffee, lavender, vanilla. Smells like a cappuccino to me. It's just really good. Really great date juice if you're going somewhere inside, somewhere a little quieter, a little more cozy. That's where this stuff really shines. It's sweet, it's seductive. It's not terribly dark, but at the same time, it is a gourmand fragrance. It's dirt cheap. There's no reason not to own this, in my opinion, and for all those reasons, I love it. It's at number 20. At number 19 is one of my favorite aquatic fragrances for the summertime. You could wear this in spring and fall actually as well, because it's so sharp and strong smelling. This is an alpha aquatic. This is from Bvlgari, and it's Aqva Amara. So Aqva Amara, one of the better blind buys I've ever made, but this just smells like a strong, somewhat earthy, salty water fragrance. That's all it smells like, and it's really, really good. It performs amazingly. This is great, especially in the summer, if you want to switch things up and you want to smell a little bit more daring, a little more aggressive, and if you want to wear an aquatic in, say, some of the cooler months, this is where Aqva Amara really shines. Great fragrance. At number 19. At number 18 is a great designer fragrance that I've been talking a lot about this year. This is one of my best pickups of the year. I think it did make number 10 in my pickups list, but still, that's not to say that it's less than any of the other fragrances. It's still amazing. I still love it. Just in the cold months though. Tom Ford Noir Extreme at number 18. Tom Ford Noir Extreme, dark, spicy, chocolate, vanilla, kulfi, little earthy. Like I said, it's spicy, great dark date juice scent, guys. Love this stuff. I've been loving it this winter. It is my number 1 winter designer scent. I smell it once and it's easy to see why. It doesn't perform like a lot of the other winter beasts, but it's still amazing juice. It's got enough performance for the cold weather, and it definitely has that awesome, awesome dark sexy smell. So at 18, from Tom Ford, Noir Extreme. At 17, we've got a niche fragrance from one of my favorite niche brands. This is from Parfums de Marly, and it's Eau Jaune. So this is one you might have thought would be a little higher as well. Sweet, spicy, honey, cinnamon, vanilla, apple pie. It smells like a darker apple pie, if that makes any sense, but Eau Jaune is a great scent for the cold weather. The reason it is so low, I guess it's low, it's still 17, but the reason it's this spot here is because I don't wear it all the time. I don't see this as one that you need to wear all the time. This is just a nice, I guess a way to put it is an accessory to your fragrance collection. That's what it is for me. I wear this quite frequently in the winter months. Outside of that, not so much, but it's still amazing juice. I love it. This is one of the best, if not... This is my number 2, Parfums de Marly. The number 1 is further up this list. Anyway, Parfums de Marly Eau Jaune at 17. So to follow up a pretty expensive niche fragrance, we've got an ultra cheap designer fragrance. This made it this high because I like wearing it that much in the summer. It's super easy just to throw on, go to the beach, go out, do anything. It's from Nautica and it's Voyage. So Nautica Voyage places in at 16. This is an aquatic apple fresh fragrance. It's crisp, it's nice. This does get compliments when you wear it, although the performance isn't great, so it doesn't really push out much. It makes it at 16, which is actually pretty high because, like I said, it's just so easy and fun to wear. It's a great beach scent, guys. And yeah, I just couldn't put it anywhere else. It barely missed out on the top 15, to be honest. barely beaten out by another one of my summer awesome fragrances. So anyway, Nautica Voyage at number 16. At number 15 is the one that very few people like except for me. Who cares? It's awesome. Paco Rabanne Invictus. I don't like Invictus Aqva this much. This is the original. This is great club juice, guys. This is always going to be my club scent of choice. It's synthetic and super sweet bubblegummy fruits. Little bit aquatic. Love this stuff. This is like a 1 million sport pretty much. But anyway, if you know 1 million, you know what it does in the club. This is similar, except I find it a little more mass appealing, and I personally love it more than 1 million. Anyway, my club scent of choice at number 15, Paco Rabanne Invictus. At number 14 is probably my first or second favorite thing to smell in the summer, but I find it super hard to wear, at least for my style. This is from Creed, and it's Virgin Island Water. At number 14, VIW. Smells like a pina colada. It's got lime, it's got coconut, it's got rum. It's a great fragrance. It smells fantastic, but like I said, I just find this hard to wear. The only time I'd really wear this is like maybe a beach date or when I'm feeling daring in the summer, but it smells fantastic. It doesn't perform at all. 5 hours tops on me, but still doesn't stop me from wearing it. Doesn't stop me from placing it super high on this list either. This is, I think, my 5th favorite niche fragrance right now. Amazing stuff, guys. That's Creed Virgin Island Water at 14. At number 13, we've got one that I sometimes forget how good this is because it gets overshadowed by its bigger niche brother, Herod. I sometimes, like I say, forget how good this stuff is, but I just wore it a few times this winter, and it's really been shining for me. And for that reason, I put it at 13 from Viktor and Rolf, Spicebomb. So this is a spice bomb. You're gonna get cinnamon, tobacco, pepper, God knows how many kinds of pepper. This is kind of sweet, this is playful, this is another club scent to me. Club outside, that's probably about where I could see you wearing this, but it's really great juice, guys. I've heard rumors about reformulations. I couldn't tell you. This stuff lasts and it performs like crazy on me. It smells fantastic. Like I said, Herod outshines it a little bit because they're both share that sweet tobacco note, but Viktor and Rolf Spicebomb is still an amazing fragrance, and for that reason, it's at number 13. At number 12 is one of my new pickups of the year. I got this as a Christmas gift this past year, 2017. Wow, thank you again. But this is similar to a super popular designer fragrance in Dolce & Gabbana, the One. This is also similar to another niche fragrance further up this list. This is from Replica. You could see this climb this year, but it's Jazz Club. So, like I said, Jazz Club kind of smells like Dolce & Gabbana, the One. It also has the same rum and tobacco vibe from a fragrance called Penhaligon's Roar and Radcliffe, which you will see in the top 10. But Jazz Club is basically like Dolce & Gabbana, the One. It's kind of like a darker, boozy tobacco scent, but at the same time it's sweet. It's got tropical elements to it. Vanilla, coconut, great scent, great date juice. To me, this is higher quality than the One. This lasts longer than the One. This is amazing. That's all I have to say about Jazz Club, man. If you've seen my unboxing, you know what I think of this stuff. This is Maison Margiela Replica Jazz Club at number 12. At number 11, this is probably my most worn summer fragrance. This was my summer signature scent this past year. I didn't wear it as much as I'd like to, but it's just so easy to wear. Gets compliments like mad. It was my number 2 most complimented fragrance of 2017. If that gives it away, whoops. It's from Creed and it's Millesime Imperial, just barely missing out on the top 10. So this is a musky, salty watermelon fragrance. Light, super easy to wear, especially in the summer. This really shines when you start heating up and it starts pushing out a little bit more. People are gonna notice you, they're gonna compliment you because this smells amazing, absolutely amazing. I've been wearing this to Christmas parties as well, just because why not? It works. This places above Virgin Island Water, even though I like the scent of Virgin Island Water more. This performs a little better for me, and this is so easy to wear, where Virgin Island Water is so hard to wear. I had to put this one so high, plus the compliments. Like, let's not lie, they do factor in. But anyway, Creed Millesime Imperial, barely missing out on the top 10 at number 11. At number 10, we've got another fragrance that I'm super high on. I'm so high on this one that I will call it a 10 out of 10. But like Virgin Island water, even though it's rated so high, I don't love wearing it that much. It's awesome to smell, but I find it hard to wear. From by Kilian, single malt. This fragrance smells like a plum just drenched in whiskey with powdery vanilla. It's sweet, it's boozy, it's awesome. This fragrance, if you don't really know, this restored my faith in plum this year. It got me to try a few more plum fragrances. One of them you're gonna see next up on this list, actually, because I like wearing it more than single malt. Single malt, although I do find that it's hard to wear, it just smells so awesome, especially in the cold months. But anyway, I wish I could put this higher, but I just can't due to its wearability issues, regardless of its 10 out of 10 status. Funny enough, it's also at number 10 on this list. So as promised, number 9 is the second plum fragrance in a row from Tom Ford. My favorite Tom Ford to smell is Plum Japonais. So Tom Ford Plum Japonais, where single malt is a sweet, boozy plum, this is a dry incense and spicy plum. This is fantastic scent. Single malt got me to retry this, and I ended up liking wearing this more than single malt. If you asked me to rate them both out of 10, I would put single malt higher, but Plum Japonais is just so much more fun for me to wear. I find this super easy to wear casually, dates, formal, anything. Super sexy, like Tom Ford does like no other. There's another Tom Ford further up this list. I yo-yo between the two of them being my favorites, but anyway, right now, this is my number 2 Tom Ford. Like I said, I go back and forth, but number 9, Plum Japonais. At number 8, we've got part 2 to that fragrance Christmas unboxing. This is from Prada, and it's L'Homme. Prada L'Homme is the number 1 work scent in the world for me. I place Mugler at my work spot in my rotation just because of where I work, but if you work somewhere where you need to dress up a little bit, but you want to smell amazing, you want to smell sexy, but you don't want to offend anybody, this is the juice to go for over Mugler cologne. This is soapy, but it's more of a fabric softener type soap, and man, it's just really amazing. If you haven't seen my first impressions of Prada L'Homme, I would encourage you to go check those out, because that expression of just pure joy is totally worth watching. I still get that when I smell this stuff. Amazing juice, super easy to wear, Prada L'Homme at number 8. At number 7, as promised, is the other Tom Ford that I yo-yo between this and Plum Japonais being my number 1. They're the only 2 I own, and they're so hard to pick between. Right now, I'm enjoying this one a little bit more, though. This is Tuscan Leather at number 7. Tuscan Leather is awesome. It's awesome. This is raspberry, this is leather, this is animalic, it's a little bit smoky. Man, that's so good. This smells like such a masculine alpha male. I love wearing this juice. It's awesome. It's so fun to wear. It's probably more limited than Plum Japonais and where you should be wearing it, but when you want to be daring, it doesn't get much more daring than Tuscan Leather. That raspberry leather is really, really awesome. And big credit to Tom Ford for trying those two together, because it worked big time. Tuscan Leather from Tom Ford at number 7. Barely missing out on my top 5 is my number 1 most complimented fragrance of 2017. It's a designer, it's a super hype beast designer. At number 6, CH Men from Carolina Herrera. So CH Men is it's a sugary, sweet, kind of woody leather fragrance. 2 leather fragrances back to back, funny, but this gets a lot of compliments, guys and girls. Not only that, it's one of the hype beasts that I really love and that I really stand behind. To my nose, this is miles better than CH Privé, although that one's good as well, but this is just miles better if you're asking me. Anytime except for summer is when I would really recommend you wear CH Men, but it just shines and shines and shines. You're gonna get noticed. It's easy to pair with clothing. I just had to put it number 6. I wish it could have made the top 5, but it just barely missed out. So I've been talking about it so much, it's about time I mentioned it. At number 5, my number 1 winter fragrance, Parfums de Marly Herod. So Herod is, like I always say, the best tobacco and vanilla blend fragrance to my nose. Yep. This really shines in the cold weather for me. It's fantastic. It also smells kind of like gingerbread cookies. It's got a cherry vibe to it, and cinnamon. Amazing, amazing scent, guys. This is a 10 out of 10. This is the first fragrance that I ever gave a 10 out of 10 to in terms of smell. I stand by that. It smells awesome. This gets a lot of attention. This gets compliments. It's the total package. It's a shame that it can only make it at number 5, but when you see the next 4, you'll understand. Parfums de Marly Herod at my number 5 spot, guys. At number 4, we've got another awesome summer fragrance. This is magic. This is probably my number 1 for summer. It's super expensive, but what can you do? It's from Xerjoff, and it's Nio. So, Xerjoff Nio. Oh man, this is a mix to me between Bergamot 22 from Le Labo, Creed Green Irish Tweed, and a nice soapy fragrance like, say, Tom Ford and Neroli Portofino. That's what Nio is to me. It smells like a walk in the Italian countryside. It just brings you back, man. This is awesome. This is really, really awesome. Not quite a 10 out of 10 for me, but it's definitely my favorite to wear in the summer. Man, I love this stuff. I wish it wasn't so pricey so I could wear it more, but Xerjoff Nio is truly amazing. It's sparkly, it's awesome. It doesn't have one set occasion where I would say wear this, but just do it at your own discretion. This will work anywhere pretty much. Sexy, formal, whatever. Xerjoff Nio, number 4. At number 3 is the last tobacco-based fragrance on this list. This is an absolute beauty, a stunner, another 10 for me. From Penhaligon's The Portraits, Roaring Radcliffe. Roaring Radcliffe. It's a gentleman's club, man. This is in the same vein as Margiela Jazz Club, like I mentioned earlier. It's in the same vein as Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. This is sweet tobacco, rum, kind of gingerbready, honey, tonka bean. This is just amazing juice, guys. I always say, from the bottle to that cap, look at that cap. From the bottle and the cap to the smell, to the color of the juice, to when you wear this, this is an alpha male fragrance through and through. Absolutely amazing juice, guys. This is so awesome to wear. It's daring, I'll say that. That's the only negative thing I'll say about Roaring Radcliffe. It's a little bit daring, but it's so awesome. Try this if you love those gentleman's club fragrances like I do. So, from Penhaligon's, this is Roaring Radcliffe at number 3. So if you've been following me, I'm sure you know what number 1 is, but what's number 2? This is a designer fragrance, and this shows how high I think of this fragrance. It's in pretty good company here. This is from Jean-Paul Gaultier, and this is Le Malo Friche, or Popeye, or Superman, whatever bottle you have. This is just a bubblegum, sweet vanilla fragrance. Vanilla and mint. Just gonna get a little whiff here. Oh, this is so good. This is like a kitted up version of the original. I always say that, and I stand by that. This is a less mature flanker to the original Le Male. This is just aimed at having fun in like the spring and summer months. It's absolutely amazing. This gets compliments. It gets crazy compliments. It was my number 3 on that list, I believe. And wow, this is just amazing. This is probably my first or second favorite designer right now. And it's just amazing and so easy to wear. So complimentable, I had to put it at number 2. This is Le Malo Friche from Jean-Paul Gaultier. Okay, number 1, no surprise to anybody, from the House of Matriarch, Coco Blanc. I don't want to take a whiff because then I know it's going to take my breath away, but anyway. Yep. I don't know if you could make a fragrance more to my taste than this. This is just a sweet, gourmand, sexy white chocolate and vanilla with sandalwood and spice. This is gooey. This is awesome. This is sexy. This is a cuddly close encounter fragrance. There's nothing alpha male about this scent, but it's just so nice. And like I said, I don't think you can make something more to my taste than this. I'm gonna keep sampling, but this is just truly amazing. This is easily my number 1 favorite fragrance. I don't know, if you're into gourmands, check this one out because it's completely worth it. If you're into sexy date night fragrances, check this one out because it's completely worth it. Super expensive, but what can you do? From the House of Matriarch, Coco Blanc. Right on, guys, so that's been my top 25 fragrances of 2018. That was a lot of juice. My voice box is done. Anyway, what did you think of my list? Like I said kind of at the beginning, these are not necessarily my favorite fragrances right now. For me to do a top 25 would be just so hard and changing all the time. But these are what I'm excited to start cracking into for 2018. And these are all ones that I think you need to try as well, because there's some really good juice here, eh? Anyway, let me know, what did you think of my top 25? And maybe leave some of your coming favorites for 2018 down in the description as well. Guys, this has been The Centrepreneur. If you enjoyed this video and haven't done so already, I would encourage you to subscribe down below to my YouTube channel. There's new content coming out all the time. Also, if you had fun watching this particular video and you're not tired of hearing me talk, I would encourage you to toss it a big thumbs up down below as well. That'd be amazing. Also, if seeing more of me appeals to you, I would encourage you to add me on Snapchat for more scent of the days and fragrance stuff and life stuff and all that good stuff. My name is down there in the description somewhere. Also, if you want to get notified as soon as I pop out a new video, don't forget to hit that bell icon up there to get notified. Guys, this has been The Centrepreneur. This is a big video. Props to you if you stuck through to the end. Have a happy new year. Thank you for supporting this channel, and I'll see you next time. Have an awesome day.